Who comfy here? I know I'm comfy. We're just gonna relax a little bit, go over a monster manual, and talk about it. I have a book of notes, this bad boy right here. As you can see, I'm planning things out. I have like 5 or 6 video ideas written down. I'm starting to get the hang of this. So who is it that I'm going to be checking out? Let's find out. Alright, place your bets, and here we go. That's correct, we are going to be looking at the Space Godzilla monster manual today. Just because I've been watching Moist Critical watch gameplay of competitive Godzilla Save the Earth Melee, and I was paying particular attention to the Space Godzilla gameplay, and I don't remember reading his monster manual, and I don't remember what skins were in it, so we're gonna check it out just to see what I've missed, if anything. Alright, let's hope this moveset page gives us something to chew on. He evolved from a distant white hole. It's an interesting thing to include on the moveset page. Got a 10 out of 10 utility score. I imagine that means that he's going to be a predominantly technical fighter, which makes sense given what gameplay we have seen of him already. My girlfriend just came in the middle of recording this, and she was like, "Why are you wearing the blanket?" He doesn't know that it's real comfy hours. Anyway, back to the manual. I have a feeling the competitive community is gonna hate him based on this description of his gameplay. Like, he's gonna be crap at a casual level, because no one's gonna know how to use him. People who know how to use him are gonna be really freaking good at it. I think the keep away is the giveaway that no one's gonna like him. He has 6 crystals, which is up from the 2 in the base game, which I think was a really good decision. I mean, he should technically be able to have damn near infinite, but that's an instance of ludonarrative dissonance. And if you don't know what that term is, look it up. Ludonarrative dissonance. I feel like 36 health is supposed to be an impressive thing, but I don't really have a frame of reference. But I mean, you're giving up all 6 crystals, so it has to be impressive, right? Okay, so the last sentence really makes me think.
Really makes you think.
Because that was one of the things I wrote down in my notebook before I started recording. So basically, they made it so that if you use his special ability, when he has no crystals on the field, and you got 6 left to put up, it activates his crystal shield, which you can see here, and it says that it's going to be an alternative playstyle for him. I'm wondering, is that a both bumper ability, or a both trigger ability? Just asking. But since I did read about it, there are some points involving the shield that I wrote in my notes here. So the team has made a lot of changes to the flying stuff, so characters that can fly in the movies can fly more readily now. Space Godzilla, he's a little bit different in that technically he has a flying form, as you can see here. Now he only used this when he was outside of Earth's atmosphere, but I'm curious if they could use whatever particle system, whatever they've got going on to make the shield work. I'm wondering if they can make the flying form appear, but only when he's flying. That said, I can understand they're kind of working with a hand tied behind their back in a sense, because I don't know how much raw processing power the emulator's gonna have, so clogging the system up with way too many concurrent particle systems may not be the best idea. But I just wanted to bring it up. Something that isn't mentioned here, and I just want to ask the question. In the gameplay I saw of that old demo, in that competitive footage that Moist Critical was watching, Space Godzilla's get-up attack was very, very, very slow. Now, it's a really cool get-up attack, but it was cool in the base game. Now, obviously, the game has been in development since that version of the game, but I'm curious as to whether that's going to get patched. Is it getting buffed? Is it getting fixed? Was it supposed to be like that in the first place? Because I imagine if you get knocked prone while you're Space Godzilla, if the move doesn't change, then you're just cooked. But if it's not meant to be that way, since they have figured out how to get the shield in there, I'm wondering if maybe the shield could, like, pop up when you start to get up attack animation. Alternatively, maybe they could have this show up. This is the prison cell crystal that held Godzilla Jr. in Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. And it wouldn't have to be up long. You could just have it, like, pop up, kind of provide some invulnerability while you're getting out of the prone state, and then it vanishes. But that's just me remembering the movie and kind of theorizing what they could do. Like I said, they might be doing it that way on purpose. It might be that it's really hard to get at Space Godzilla, but once you get him down, you just start wailing on him. Let's return to the manual. Okay, now for the moment of truth, we're gonna talk about the skins. Trendmasters was pretty predictable. Kind of figured that was happening. 40th Trendmasters. I didn't know there was a red concept art for him. Double Smash, baby! And the Save the Earth Classic. So there's 6 total skins of his that are not yet revealed, which is good because I was worried. I wrote down a couple skins and I was like, I hope they haven't already included them. This video was also recorded in the past, so if they've added any of these suggestions, I called it. But anyway, let's get to that, you know? I only had 2 written down. Obviously, since they had 2 of the Trendmasters figures, I imagine there's plenty of Space Godzilla figures out there that you could pull from, but there were only 2 skins I had in mind. The first one's pretty obvious. It would require a model change. It would probably be a good idea to have the damaged version of Space Godzilla be selectable in some way. I didn't think about it until just now, but people have had the delusion that it would be feasible to add battle damage, dynamic battle damage, to these Godzilla fighting games. I don't think people realize how difficult that would be, but it would be cool to see this as a skin, just so you could play with the battle damaged Space Godzilla. Maybe it wouldn't make sense in terms of gameplay, because this version of Space Godzilla was dying in the movie when he showed up. Dying. He was losing access to all of his powers, but I think we could forgive it. It looks kind of cool, right? The other one that I would suggest is this one. At this point, you guys know I love Godzilla Neo by Matt Frank, the Kaiju Samurai, but the Neo version of Space Godzilla has no right to be as anime-esque as it looks, and I'm here for it. I love it. This is the kind of shit I wanted at a Godzilla anime before Toho disappointed us. Not once, not twice, hell, not even 3 times, but 4 times with shitty anime designs. So the fact that Neo Space Godzilla looks as dope as he does, I would appreciate it if it were in the game as a skin. That might not be possible, but I sure as hell would appreciate it, and it would make me play Space Godzilla more. Overall, even if you just look at the competitive content that was made on the Nasty Soft channel that's been out for a while, I love the way Space Godzilla looks. I'm really looking forward to playing him in the game. One thing that doesn't have anything to do with his moveset, or his playstyle, or his skins, that they've changed for the game already, but I really wish they hadn't changed, his introduction in Godzilla Save the Earth proper, which you can see here in a second.
Space Godzilla.
I don't know why, but I really just like the angle and the way he shakes his head. I appreciate that maybe they think that it was silly, but in my personal opinion, that was like the rawest thing about the character in Save the Earth. Because let's be honest, I don't think he was really all that good in the base game. Anyways, you guys let me know what you think. I hope everyone was still comfy by the end of that. But I look forward to seeing what Space Godzilla looks like in the final game. The fact that they're really trying to make every character viable in some capacity is helping him out a lot. And the fact that he was one of the first characters in the playable demo really speaks to how much work they've put in to make him work in the game. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you everybody for watching. Leave a like, comment telling me what you think. I'll make sure to write down anything that strikes me, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy, guys.